So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw ahead of Sunday's game with Barrow. First off, just want to touch on the Toulouse result. Obviously it's a disappointing scoreline. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, like I said on the day, it was a tough afternoon for us. It was good to see some of those youngsters perform well and above expectations. It was always going to be tough going there with some senior players out. Disappointed by some of the lack of passion more than anything. And we've revisited this week about what we're about as Hornets and what's expected in our brand of rugby. Because we've had a big turnover of players and maybe it's something that we've lost, or players being aware of how we want to play, and there's ways of losing, and that second half I was really disappointed with that lack of passion on show, and we've got to enjoy what we're doing and love playing and love training, and I can understand that it's been a tough month for us, or a tough couple of months, but we've got to put that in the past and start enjoying what we do. And we spoke about that on Tuesday night at length, and the lads are under no illusions what's expected from them this Sunday.
And it's 3 games in, 3 defeats. Is there any pressure building within the team?
Oh look, there's probably much more pressure jobs in and situations in all walks of life than playing rugby league and doing something you love. We get to prepare for a game on Sunday, a game against a good side, and playing at home. So look, once we get to the bash, the season will be taking its toll, and we'll see where we're at points wise, but basically at the moment we just want to try and put in a full 80-minute performance, and we've played 3 quality sides so far. We've not come up with any results, which particularly that Halifax game we should have done, but it'd be just that consistency we're looking at. So we're not under any pressure in terms of externally or buying into that, but internally there's pressure on us to perform this weekend, which there is every weekend.
And it's been a bit costly in terms of injuries. You picked up a couple, and you've got a small squad, as we've already picked up on. Is there any recruitment going on?
Well, look, we're actively looking. We're into the amateur game as well, and we're doing our homework on players and watching plenty of tape and getting out there. It just takes time. We spoke to a couple of players, some quality players playing in the amateur game, but obviously there's work commitments as well. So we're actively looking, and a couple of players will train with us this week, and hopefully we'll be able to sign some players and get some players over the line to boost the squad, because like you say, we lost Lewis and Miles close to the season. Obviously Warren have had a couple of injuries now, which has impacted on us as well. So with our guys, Matty Haddon, Lewis, Gaz, Pal's been out last week, possibly this week, so we are a little bit skinny, and it'd be good just to boost the ranks.
And you touched on Warrington's injury problems. Obviously Jack Johnson travelled to France and played in that first half, and he's picked up a broken leg that'll see him miss the season. How disappointed are you for Jack that he's gone through that? Yeah,
just gutted for the kid. He's I know he's been doing really well, and that's probably one of the reasons we've not had him. He's been close to playing for Warrington, and obviously went with us last week. We thought we might get him this week as well, if he wasn't selected for Warrington, and he's a strong character, and I'm sure he'll bounce back, and everyone at the club's thinking of him, and we've sent him our best wishes, and I'm sure he'll bounce back. It's disappointing for both clubs, because he could have played a part this season, but it's not to be, and we have to move on.
And on to Sunday's opponents, Barrow. Obviously they were promoted last year. They've recruited well, they've got a bit of backing behind them. Is it going to be as tough as playing the last 3 opponents?
Without a doubt. They're a really good side. We know that. In that first season we went up, it was probably between us and them who'd go up, alongside Toulouse. It was a bit of a freak season really, with Toulouse coming in, and Barrow weren't far off, going up themselves and going to Toulouse and beating them, and they said consistent last year. They improved the squad, and they've not had much turnover. They've added quality to what they've got. They're a well-run club, on and off the field. And, they've got some good links there with the amateur club, and the supporters get behind them and do a lot of fundraising. And it's good to see a strong club in Cumbria. It's good to see a strong Barrow in the Championship. So, we wish them luck this year. It's good to have them and good to be battling against them. Obviously, we don't wish them luck on Sunday. We want to hopefully get the 2 points, but we know how difficult it's going to be. Look, they're a no-frill side. They do the job very well. They're a big set. they're very physical, and they've got some skill on the edges there. We know what's coming from Barrow. There won't be any big surprises, but it's just defending that and being up to that. They've had a couple of good victories there against Toronto and Leeds, so they're no mugs. And it'll be on Sunday. We've got to make sure we're right up there on our game, and our performance has to be of high quality to get over the top of them.